What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you.
Spider-Man does it again.
Let's go.
The checks are clearing in the D.C. area, and the rosters are shifting, so we need to talk about why Adam Peters just committed $14 million to bring Nick Cross back to his home turf. And Cross isn't just a depth piece. He's a 24-year-old physical marvel who just finished a season where he played over 1,100 defensive snaps. This is a massive homecoming for a guy who grew up in Bowie, Maryland, played his high school ball at DeMatha, and then starred for the Terps right down the road. When we look at the lowdown on Cross, we're getting a guy who is essentially a bouncer in the secondary. We're talking about 9.87 RAS athleticism and 4.34 speed. In 2025, he led all safeties with 97 solo tackles and was second at the position with 16 pressures. He's a high-volume tackler who lives in the box and seeks out contact. For a Washington defense that was absolute Swiss cheese against the run last year, Cross is the immediate stop-the-bleeding button. He led the league with 33 run stops that resulted in an unsuccessful place, and that's the kind of aggression this secondary has been missing. Now, we've got to be real about the coverage. The 50.4 PFF coverage grade from last year isn't a typo. He struggled against tight ends and gave up some big plays when left on an island. But here's the logic. Daronte Jones is coming over from that Minnesota system where they prioritize versatile intensity. Jones doesn't need Cross to be a lockdown center fielder. He needs him to trigger downhill and dictate terms. This move officially lets Washington pivot. And the Commanders don't have to reach for a safety at 7 anymore. They can look at the elite edge rushers or even a block-eating tackle and know the back end has a reliable high-motor starter already locked in. Looking at the big picture, there are 5 major takeaways here. First, the value is real. Landing a 24-year-old starter for $7 million a year is a masterclass in market timing. Most analysts had Cross projected for $10 million plus, but the chance to play back home in Maryland clearly played a role. Second, this is the Caleb Downs pivot. And it doesn't rule out a safety at pick 7, but it removes the desperation. Third, this is a run support revolution. Washington's defense was bottom tier in yardage allowed, and Cross brings 322 career tackles to simplify the job for the linebackers. Fourth, don't sleep on the blitzing weaponry. Cross led all safeties in pressures last year, and in a Daronte Jones scheme that loves to change the math, expect him to be a chess piece near the line of scrimmage. Finally, believe in it. Durability is a real NFL skill these days, and playing nearly 100% of snaps over 34 consecutive starts is rare for a guy who plays this physical. The homecoming is complete, the check is signed, and Washington just secured a high-speed enforcer who's back in Maryland to make sure this secondary is finally the one dictating terms again. Thanks for watching, and as always,
What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean